Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Really, you'll see. I'm doing my best, but hey, when nothing's happening, nothing's happening. So, the new thing, woohoo, to be interested in, I guess, Commander War Chests. There's some interesting information, though, that I'll give to you with details from the actual website. But I wanted to use this picture as a background just to help, give you an idea. This can be very good for some of you, but it's going to cost you. So now the thing is, the Commander War Chests are overall generally mediocre, okay, as a deal is concerned. However, if you don't have commanders that are available in the war chests, the value goes up. If you don't like the things that they have in the war chest, then the value goes down. So it's very subjective. You might think it's awesome if I don't think it's awesome, or vice versa, depending on what it is you're looking for, what it is I'm looking for. So I wanted to give you the upfront info so you can go, well, I like that there's different, two-dimensional commanders in there that it's like, if you like those two-dimensional commanders, they're pretty awesome. If you're not a big fan of two-dimensional commanders, then they're So it's one of those things, but I wanted to give you the heads up and explain it to you versus telling you it's great like a shill, and then you're like, well, this sucks. You're an idiot. I'm not an idiot, okay? I'm telling you, you might think it stinks, or you might think that's right up my alley. So either way, it's very, very subjective. It's chocolate or vanilla, and one flavor does not cover everyone. So that is the main, preemptive spiel about the Commander War Chest. Now, we're going to go look at this, and then I'll show you the pages of details that could tweak it enough to make it worth your while. Okay, so we're here on What's New Tuesday. Season Pass isn't new. Next. Gold, that's never new. Next. Offers. Well, there's the AGS Era 3 Cold War, which was okay in the past, but, now it seems a little less, impactful. Heavy tank number 6. This is a Japanese Tiger tank, like the Citadel Tiger or the Tiger 217. They're all tier 6s. It's just that the Japanese called it heavy tank, and the coloration is a little off. It's okay. It's the Japanese green for their military, which is a kind of a more mintier green. ×4 commander boosters. If you need to do commander boosters, ×4 is kind of what I would say the most efficient. You get the most action with the ×4 commander boost versus the cost. Now, ×2 commander boosters come sometimes for free. Well, anything that's 2.75 or less can come out of these free chests here. But the ×4 booster is the one I use the most when I'm doing commander building in 38H. Because you can get, if you have a decent game, you can get 20 grand a game. And if you have an awesome game like I had, you could get 80 grand. I had an awesome game where I got 80,000 off of one ×4 booster. It was crazy. But averagely, you're going to for me, when I do it, my average around 30,000. Sometimes it'll go to 40 with above average games and what have you. But my average game tends to be around 30 grand. It just depends on what's going on, etc., etc. It'll vary. Your results may vary, okay? That's just the deal. Let's go see what we got in the free chest. Maybe I'll get a commander booster. Oh, in fact, you can see those right here. 2.5, 2.25, just regular 2. So you see, they show you the 2.75 and the 2.5, but there's 2.25 and just flat times 2s. So any of those is good. Take what you can get. And sometimes you get nothing but garbage. I don't need 1.25 of anything. Garbage. But it's free. Come back tomorrow, maybe get something better. All right? War chest. Let's go check on the old Commander War chest. So here's the dealio. I'm 18 short of getting a forced hero. I think it's getting a guaranteed 3D hero commander every 20. Now, hero commanders are different than premium. All right. Now, you're seeing on the right, it says possible rewards on the upper right. Desert Fox, he's a 3-star. Heinz Volltreffer, he's a 3-star. Half-Life, he's a 3-star. Eagle Eye Orlov, 3-star. Those are all 3-star 3D commanders. Those are the heroes. There's also a bonus hero. Well, these, I think it's, I know Hans for sure comes with a 4th slot. Okay, that's great. The Half-Life guy is pretty hard to get, so that's one of those things that's helpful. But they have premium commanders. The premium commanders are the 2-star guys. So it's like, but I got a picture of the payout for commanders from the website to show you, to give you the exact info you want to see. This is the drop rate table for the Commander War Chests. And basically the thing you're looking at the most at the very bottom, 3D Hero Commander, 5% of the time, 1 out of 20 basically. 3D Premium Commander, those are 10% of the time. 2D Garbage Commanders, sorry, that's my personal bias. I don't care for 2-dimensional commanders, to be honest with you. Unless they don't make it any other way, then okay. Because the 3D commanders just look way better. So 2D commanders, 85% of the time. So you're going to get a commander every time. That's why it's called, shocker, Commander War Chest. 8.5 times out of 10 or 17 times out of 20, you'll get 2D commander. And the other 3 times out of 20, you're going to get a 3D premium 2-star or a 3D hero 3-star commander. So you got commander boosters, etc. There's ×2 boosters. You got ×2 like every time. ×4, ×6, ×8. Those are awesome. Premium account day, that's pretty good. 7 days, that's outstanding. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now let's just scroll down here. Let me show you. Here are the different ones. Now these are the 2-dimensional commanders, which I couldn't care less about. But to be complete, you can run down the list here. The Babylonian seer, Egyptian, Greek, Roman, and Viking seers, etc., etc. You cruise down there, Japanese guys, Achilles, Hector of Troy, Hercules, Icarus, Pegasus, the Satyr, Hunden, I don't know that guy, some other Chinese name with a Q. More Chinese guys. Jock Campbell, he's a British officer. I've had him and I got rid of him. I'm like, I don't want those guys. Same thing, von Schweppenberg, I got rid of him as well. Capper, don't need him. I just don't need those guys. Make me a 3D, I'll be glad to have it. But 2D, forget about it. Various Nordic guys. And here you go. Ubba, I don't know what an Ubba is, but whatever. So there's some Mexican, well, Mexican's not the right phrase. What do you call those guys? Mayans. The Mayans, but they were in Mexico, so the Mayan guys like Gesundheit and Achu and Quetzalcoatl, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how to pronounce those always, and I'm not killing myself for it. Basically, look, in my opinion, 2-dimensional garbage. If you like those, they're not garbage to you. Fantastic. To me, they're garbage. I just get rid of them. They're just don't cut. But I have plenty of 3Ds. I don't need them. If I only had 10 commanders, it'd be great to have those. Believe me, I've had them. But as I was able to replace them with better commanders, I replaced them with better commanders. All right. Now here's the other. Whoops. Sorry. Let me go back. I said let me go back, jerkweed. this is what I need to do. We need to go to 3D Commanders. There you go. Now, 3D Commanders. Vincent Duchateau, French. Ava Bardot, I don't have her. I have Big Butta Bill, Felix Ziegler. I'm sorry, Felix Ziegler. I have him. Sandman, I got him. He's a British sand, flat helmet infantry. Desert Fox, got him. Eagle Eye, got him. I have Half-Life. I have Heinz. I have Desert Fox with not with the extra slot. Now that's the thing. The only thing they have in here that I don't have is the Ava Bardot. But she's a 2-star, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll take it if it, shows up, what have you. But I'm not going out of my way to buy them. Well, maybe I will, and I'll show you why. Let's look at the boosters here briefly. There you go. Just the different commander boosters, which those are nice to have. And there's two, either 1 day or 7 days of premium. Now, I'm going to read something to you, and it's real important. We'll come back to this in a second. Here we go. This gives you examples of what's in the things. Don't worry about this. The key thing is, let's read this. And on top of that, you're guaranteed to receive at least one 3D hero commander after every 20th commander chest you open, okay? Blah, blah, blah. But here's the part that's killer. When the guaranteed 3D hero commander mechanic is activated, until you have acquired all of the possible guaranteed hero commander drops from the commander war chest, you won't receive a commander that you have already gotten in a different way. So this is the key. That for myself, I told you I have all of these guys except Ava. Now, those aren't heroes. That's the problem. I have all the heroes. The only thing I don't have is the hero with 4 slots of each one of these 4 heroes. I don't know. Does that mean I'll get one of those? I don't know. That's the thing. So, it's a non-duplication is what it is. They're telling you won't get duplicates. So if, for example, you had all of these commanders and you were missing the Half-Life Hal Anderson, well, then that's the guy you should get based on what they've just told us, okay? That's really the key thing about the commander war chests. All right, so Cold War tanks, this is the same basic garbage that we had before. Super M48, Leopard VT2, Object 934. No offense to me, I don't have, nor do I recommend getting any of these 3 tanks. I have seen many games with the Turm 3. I have not seen one MVP of anybody in that tank. Now, of course, somebody will have done that. But if you look at the armor of this, in fact, let's look at it right here. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm going to show it to you. Super mediocre. This is just mediocre. Oh, look, blue. Whoop-de-doo. Let's go to the heaviest armor. Well, that's not going to protect you much. Or that. I don't get it, 70 millimeters on about a 45-degree slope. That makes it equivalent of about 103 millimeters. You're going to get annihilated in this tank. It's what I'm telling you. And I see people getting annihilated all the time in this tank. I haven't had any trouble killing it. And I haven't seen anybody get an MVP, which of course is subjective. I don't see every game. People have gotten MVPs, but it's one of those things that you don't go in there and go, oh, MVP, or super result. No, I haven't seen I've not seen one guy have a result in this tank that I thought was even above average, really. I think this tank is completely average. Now, maybe an engineering perspective, having the 3-axis rotating ball joint turret is something special from an engineering perspective. But from a tank winning perspective, I haven't seen it. It doesn't win as far as I can tell. I'm just, as the saying goes, I'm keeping it real. Fury, etc., etc. Now, the Fury is great. I like the Fury. So that's a good Sherman tank if you want it. And I got it, and I was like, yeah, that was cool. What is this one? A32 Proto. It's really funny. I don't have that tank, but I don't care either. I don't play tier 8s. You're just asking to be food for tier 10s and tier 8s. That's my opinion. Do with it as you will. I do not recommend buying any tier 8s unless there's like some specific thing you want that was like, oh, I would like to play this. Okay, then yeah, that's great, fine. You're gonna get eaten by tier 10s. That's the job of the tier 8, to be eaten by 10s, and it's bogus. It's all get out. So, whatever. Yeah, I don't have those. I don't want them either. I can't personally stand these kind of multicolored camouflage. It's not camo to me, man. Maybe if I was, colorblind, it's like these are like glow in the dark, basically. If you see my other videos, I made a video from Bernie's skins that he got. And these are the skins that he got, and they're fantastic. Check out the video, you can see that. There's two versions, a short version and a little bit longer version. It includes this Bolotnik for the Object 934, which is also, it was in the Cold War tanks. It's a Era 2 light tank with like 4 or 5 missiles. Nothing special for me. I would just get a real missile tank and use that. Instead of the Object 934, I'd say go work your way through and get the BMPs. They're at least as good, if not better, than that tank. They don't have a silver bonus, but they're good. They're good, solid missile launcher tanks. They don't cost you anything but silver. And if you don't like them, then you didn't waste gold on them. That's the thing. Because that tank, I think, well, it's in the Cold War section. Object 934. What is that? 9,000? Yeah, good luck with that. I wouldn't recommend you paying $9 grand for that tank. Go get a free, from the gold perspective, BMP, 1, then a BMP 2. Those are both Era 2s. And then Era 3 is BMP 3. So there you go. I have all of them. And they're all effective. So, more stuff. Regular Commander. Okay. 2-dimensional postage stamp version of this guy. And it looks hideous. So I know I never pay gold for silver. It's the stupidest thing you could do. I have 30 million silver or whatever. Just go play Cold War matches and win tons of money like I do. No big deal. The rest of this, I don't buy. Why would I buy garage slots with gold when I can buy them with silver? It doesn't make any sense at all. Do whatever floats your boat, bro. Convert resources, nothing going on. We don't need to do that. Oh, premium time. Yeah, I have 100 and something days of premium time, whatever. I don't buy it. It's stupid. Go to your contracts. In fact, let's go switch to challenges. Contract. All right, now I'm personally working on the Rhino contract. Look at this. Stage 5. 3 days of premium. I say, if you don't want the tank, I'm going to get the Rhino. But, for example, let's say the Mantis. You want to do the Mantis contract. Actually, I wouldn't do this one. I've already done the Bulwark and the Stubbs. I'd go to the Stubbs, run this dude to stage 5, get the 3 days, and then get out, go to the Bulwark, run the 5 stages, get the 3 days for free, and just keep bouncing back and forth because the Bulwark and the Stubbs are much faster. Now, the Mantis and the Rhino are longer contracts. They take longer to do the final stage of this Rhino take about a week. I got plenty of time. You got to get 300,000 experience. But using daily doubles is not a big deal. So I go and get 3 days of premium from the contracts, 3 at a time. 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. Literally, Stubbs, in 2 days you can get 3 days. Or you can get it in 1 day. It's not that difficult. But, in 2 days you can get 3 days. Same thing with the Bulwark. In 2 days you can get 3 days. And you just keep pounding them back and forth and back and forth. There you go. Problem solved. So, what's new Tuesday? Not much. You know, Commander War Chest, whoop-de-doo. However, if they have the stuff that you're interested in, they're fantastic. So it's one of those things. So I hope this helped you out. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Check out my other videos. Check out my video on the skins that Bernie made and sent to me, and I pieced together to make a video out of it. That way you can see those for the T-72 line of tanks. Some of those skins look really good. If you have any of those tanks, well, you can't beat it. It's the price of 4 different camos individual. So tomato, tomato. But I thought they looked really good. So look forward to seeing you guys in another video. And as always, like and subscribe.